Hello, my name is Gaster, and today I will be taking this ugly ass thing I found and turning it into my son. So the first step was to dye his horns pink, and I conveniently found this little girl who had pink dye to make slime, so that's what I used. You can see she also had a lot of fun recording this for me. At first I used a lot of towels to try and keep the dye from getting on his fur and my hands, but eventually I just said fuck it and started using my bare fingers, and they were stained pink for the next 2 days. The amount of paper towels I used makes it look like I had to clean up a crime scene. The next thing I had to do was make him some glasses so little goat boy could see. I used pipe cleaners and I tried using these tiny scissors to cut them, but my old brittle bone hands are too weak, so it was really annoying. I eventually got it though and moved on to gluing the pieces into shape. But then I ran into problems with my flimsy bones again because I could not get the fucking glue to come out no matter how hard I tried. I got a toothpick to see if there was dry glue stuck that was in the way, but it clearly didn't help because I gave it fucking CPR and stood on it with my full weight and it still didn't work. Eventually I gave up and took the whole top off and just used the toothpick I got as a brush to spread the glue around. But anyway, all that effort was for nothing because the pipe cleaners wouldn't stick and I had to resort to taping it in several places. Then I got to making his hat. I used paper to make it as well as his robe, because as nice as it would be if I could, so I don't have the patience to learn that just for this, so he is getting paper and he is gonna fucking like it. I dug through my supplies to find a color pencil that was the right shade of green, and my trouble was worth it this time because I found pretty much the exact color he wears. The glue was really annoying again, but it worked out in the end. Also, I can't cut evenly to save my life. Anyway, here it is with his little glasses. Next was his little wizard robe, and even though I'm just using paper, I had no idea where to start, so I looked up sewing pattern to figure out how to cut the pieces. I tried it out on blank paper to see how easy it was, and it worked, so I moved on to measuring the goat. He is very itty-bitty. Here are the measurements I got along with an updated list because I forgot some while I was actually recording. The front of the robe turned out pretty good, so I felt very confident while I finished it up. It didn't have sleeves at this point because I was scared to add those, and I wanted to see if this even fit him as is. When I put it on, it fit him just fine and looked very cute. I couldn't find threads, so I just used normal pins. It looked stupid, but they worked. I thought it looked wonky at the top, so I tested if straps to tighten it more would help, and they did, so I added them on properly. Then it was time to add the sleeves, and I knew this would be annoying for me to figure out, and it was, so I didn't record a lot of it. I was also running out of storage. I did it though. Look at what a cutie pie he is. Now I had to make this scarf, and I wanted to use pipe cleaners again, but I couldn't find any pink or even red ones, so I couldn't make it. I still wanted to figure out how I was gonna put it together though, so I used the white ones I actually had as a placeholder before the pink ones arrived. I eventually got my hands on them though and threw the scarf together with a lot of tape. Look at my baby angel love. The last step was to color his paws white and draw in his little toe beans, which I didn't bother filming because it was literally just watching paint dry, and now at long last here he is. He is perfect.